Oh my days.
Ja,
Og Anel Abi skal fikse I dag.
ja, han skal fikse den. Eller hvis det er billig, vi fikser den. Hvis ikke... Alla, jeg vet ikke, ass.
Å, fy faen, ass. 2-6 skal bare bytte dritt.
Mm.
Thing and a totally natural evolution of the balisong, in my opinion. It's entirely constructed out of plastic, which makes it cheap, sturdy, easy to produce, and TSA safe. But at the same time, this brings about the downsides of plastic too, such as how light it is, which may hinder flipping performance drastically. Before we break down why I think this was something that was bound to happen eventually, let's talk about the different models I have with me today. First, of course, is the OG Squiddy, or should I say the basic model of the Squiddy, because I actually have the OG Squiddy with me right here. This is the original version of the Squiddy, and it is Brandon's personal model. He's used this thing for years and given it quite the beating, but it still holds up shockingly well. I gotta say, when the new basic Squiddy arrived, I was impressed by how much they changed from the original design. The handles are slightly longer overall, and you can tell that they spent some time perfecting the hardware. The original hardware has little weird imperfections with the set pins and back weights, where they kind of stick out in different
Oha, hva skjedde med mikken din, bror? Den skrekka ut på lader den.
Exactly right. So it's a lot better overall in the design. You'll also notice on the OG Squiddy that the Zen pin area has little cracks in it. I have a feeling that this is why they changed the design over time, and I hope that now it's fixed.
Nei, det bror. Bror, jeg er ikke gas for det I det hele tatt. Bror, hvis ikke han kjøper den, skjønner du? Han må, bror. Jeg kjøpte 900 kroner for fucking God of War, bror. Kostet skjorta, men han koin. Nei, bror, han har blitt gjerrig jo, alla. Bror, han må fikse... Hva det var for to, ass.
Madara Uchiha.
Ja, hva da han må, bror? Hva skjer, bror? Bredre, jeg rammer den. Bror, den dagen jeg skaffet. Jeg sa til han, bror, du har elkjøp rett ved siden av fucking som jobben din, bror. For han jobber på Lørenskog. Jeg sverger 2 skritt han på, over veien det elkjøp. Ja, wallah, jeg sier til han, bror, bare gå og fang. Han bare, bror, jeg har ikke penger akkurat nå. Jeg bare, bror, hva faen ser jeg som? Har jeg penger, eller bror? Bare kjøp, man. Hva da, du kommer til å angre? Han bare, nei, jeg venter. Så. Jeg vet ikke. Jeg sa til han, gå og spør, han bare, jeg orker ikke og sånt film med det. Kanskje. Ikke stress, ja. Bror, han har ikke vært offline på lenge. Han har ikke vært online på lenge, ass. Ja, bror. Off-season, faktisk. Bror, hvis jeg setter mikken her, kan du høre meg bra? Hører du meg bra? Skal jeg ta opp mikrofonen da? Hallo? Hallo? Nei, bror, den var fis, bror. Hører du meg bedre? Jeg sitter inne I skjerfet nå da. Jeg føler meg en Dick Merckx, wallah. Wallah. Vent da. Hva faen det get meg for noe, bror? Vent da, jeg skal bruke. Jeg tror vi spiller boss den runden her, altså.
Enemy soldier nearby.
Hit marker. Fuck off. Allah, bror, han er Attack of Titans, bror.
Preparations done.
Reiner, wallah.
Time to deploy to the war zone.
Avernio. Da kom det en ny battery uten sukker, uten kalorier. Den var dritdårlig. Ny battery. Ja, hva den var fint.
Surgeons. Mark a drop point for your team. You'll lead them in.
Ja, Allah.
Gas is
Men jeg fikk vondt i magen, bror.
Get to the safe zone. Fallen allies will redeploy as long as you remain alive. Earn points to bring them back to the action faster. Enemy soldier nearby. Kill all targets. Go. Welcome to our cause. Enemy UAV active.
Hva har skjedd med lyden? Han lander. Hvor har han landet?
Rally point has been set.
Enemy soldier nearby.
Allah, jeg ble plaffa.
First aid.
Han er her, jo. Trooperen er her. Det er dritmange på Crave. Hvor kom det fra?
Resurging. Go get your revenge.
Vi har råd til Lodi. Herlig, jeg kommer. Burde fiksa den, bror. Er de folk her lever fortsatt? Lever de fortsatt?
Be active.
Ok, av shoppen her. Det er folk her.
There's cash.
Ja, bror, jeg vet. Jeg hadde masse da jeg døde. De er her!
Be active.
Tror han døde.
Got a loadout drop inbound. You've got gas moving in. Enemy soldier nearby.
Han er her.
Go down now. The operation is over. Watch your six. Enemy UAV active. Reinforcements are on the way.
Hvor faen kom han fra, bror? Han landet på meg! Æsj, wallah. Fuck det der, bror. Og du sier la oss jumpe han der?
I'll handle the shooter.
Ja, hvor. Jeg kommer. Jeg er her. Nei! Bror! Bror. Jeg hadde bokkstol. Ærlig, bror.
According to Brandon, the cracks don't actually affect the flipping at all, but they aren't very pretty to look at either.
Med randoms. Over.
So, finally, the change I like the most is the logo, which is now laser engraved. Just being a... Instead of just being a sticker like in the original model. It looks much better and more professional, making it seem much more like a finished product. Moving on, we have the Squiddy G, which swaps the white PVC for gray and adds a new weight to the blade. The blade on this one has an even more cute face than the original, which is why I like it. It looks like a kitty. It's like a little kitty. Oh, okay. Okay, bye, Penny. Beside that, we have the Squiddy Seed, which is definitely the best looking of the bunch, with very cool clear acrylic in the place of the PVC. This lets you see inside of it, showing off the hardware. It also includes a weight through the blade, though it still clocks in as the lightest of the whole bunch. Finally, we have the Squiddy V, which is the newest addition to the collection. It swaps the white PVC for off the hardware. It also includes a weight through the blade, though it still clocks in as the lightest of the whole bunch. Finally, we have the Squiddy B, which is the newest addition to the collection. It swaps the white PVC for black acetal, which is a very durable material. It's got a different feel in the hand than the others and comes with the Silence mod already installed, which makes it much quieter than any of the others. It also is the heaviest out of all of them by a very small margin. Design-wise, I really like the Squiddy. The original...
Bror, bara ta skuldra bror, och så ta legs nästa gång. Bror, jag har rygg och biceps, nej, rygg och chest idag. Chest och rygg. Ja bror, jag följer plan till Yusuf.
Enemy dropping into the AO. Check weapons and gear. You got time before deployment.
You're still alive?
Enemy soldiers.
Jag tror att han tog först biceps och först triceps. Men vi tar så 3 och 3 överst, eller 4.
Enemy soldiers.
Och jag först biceps och så direkt till triceps. Först biceps och så tar du direkt till triceps. Jag må prøve det altså. Men bror, du dreper begge sider av armen, mann. Du gjør det på kabel, ikke sant?
Preparations done. Time to deploy to the war zone.
Steel. Steel, ja.
Resurgence.
Someone please get that.
Rush to the safe zone.
Valla, jeg vet ikke. Jeg tror det er nye greier, bror.
Survive to redeploy fallen teammates and earn points to return them faster.
Hva skjedde, mann?
Nearby. Contract confirmed.
Han slikket bakken.
Targets are up. Take them out. Detecting a black market store nearby. Track it down. 50 remain. Pick the right side. Smart choice.
Over shoppen. Hvilken farge er du?
Tagging buy station.
Du er lilla, bror.
Base on track.
Got a loadout drop inbound.
Jeg bare kommer og loading.
Enemy UAV active.
Enemy UAV online. han da! Hva faen? The Ghost, bror. Jeg ble plaffa ned. Han er utenfor veggen. Pass på, han er her. Det er grønn ping. Pass på grønn ping. Han er foran deg! Hvor så du han ikke? Skal ikke lyve, de spiller som en dåser, Walla. Hvor er det jævla fitter, bror? Hæ?
Destination marked. Cancel that.
Definitely hostile. Changed my mind. Let's forget that.
Squad member is redeploying.
Destination engaging shooter.
Based on
Enemy
track.
precision airstrike. Stay alert. Enemy precision airstrike. Stay alert.
Destination marked.
Kill squad. Squad member
Bror, hva er det som er? Hva er action her?
into the area. Watch the skies.
Should have killed me while they had the chance.
Reinforcements are on the way.
Nei, de har vært sjøl. Fucking hell, bro. Se på damagen min, bror. Jeg bare slikker ballene deres, tror jeg.
Someone go get that.
Allied cluster strike arriving.
Pass på dere andre etasje. Jeg skal lande på det. Pass på, pass på.
You've got a second chance. Make it count. Time to cover your tracks. There's an enemy team hunting.
Alla, de er der fortsatt. Jeg tror du tok dem, bror. Fuck oss. Alla, bror, de har fanget gatsa mine, bror.
Engaging shooter. Tracking enemy.
Alla. Alla! Nei, hvilken gat er der? Bror, den er ekstrem. Er det Vanguard sin? Er det Vanguard sin?
Someone go get that.
Bror, du kunne ha faren hans? Alla. Bror, hvor faen er loadout? Er det under bakken? Nei, ikke loadout under bakken.
Enemy UAV active. They're happy to have you. Supply box ready for pickup.
My PPS station now.
One of your allies. They're on me. Found. Move to the next location.
Killed me while I had
Enemy
the chance.
UAV Enemy UAV.
Nei, han har one shit.
You and me. Go.
Broren min, Walla. Det er en til nede som getta meg. Han pusher meg, liksom. Faen er han? Faen er han?
Enemy dropping into the AO. We're returning you to the front lines. Go get
Og
them.
det er damen, men hvor faen ble det av loadouten vår?
Gas is inbound.
Tracking enemy.
Unit breed. We lost the enemy trackers.
Better.
I'm hit. Fucking hit.
Nei.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Jeg vet ikke, jeg ble plaffa fra et eller annet sted, Walla.
Tracking enemy.
Det er en igjen, han har one shot. Jeg tror alle self-pressa av alle. Jeg bare finisher meg til, bror. Alle self-pressa, tror jeg. Nigga, han var så low. Han har gått på damagen min, bror. 3K.
Cluster strike arriving.
Bror, teammaten vår kan kjøpe Lodi.
Tagging aid station.
Better this time.
Hvor skal jeg komme til deg? Vent at jeg så dem nede.
Enemy soldier in the AO.
Han landet på meg. Hore! Nei, jeg skjønte ikke noe, bro. Bror, teammate, gå til...
Tagging aid station. 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 Tagging aid station.
Gå til buy station, da, din lille dåse. Han har penger, wallah. Se på lagget hans, bror. Han kjøper ikke Lodi til oss. Han er hore, bror. Skal jeg gå inn i gamechat og snakke?
Gas is inbound. Redeploying. Make it mean something.
Hvor det er ikke safe, wallah.
One of your allies is back in the game.
Nei, kom, shoppen. Alle de er her.
I'll handle the shooter.
Jeg tok den.
Start down.
25 still remain in the AO. Emergency no longer available.
Her, jeg dropper like på shoppen.
Count. Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone. Friendly loadout drop on the way.
Need shotgun ammo.
Let's get them.
Han kastet ammoboks, jo. Jeg trenger plates, neger. Ah, oppe! Der oppe.
Setting rally point.
Han gikk ned. Han kom mot dere, liksom. Han glida ned. Allah, vi har sirkel! Allah, du fikk teamwipe. Det er i huset her.
Move on my way.
Tracking enemy.
Yes. I'll handle it. I found the enemy's tail. Coming hard and fast. Stay with me.
Bro, de pusher oss.
Get to the new safe zone. Gas is closing in.
Wallah, hvor jeg følte.
Target killer is taking the shadow.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Bro, jeg har dritspas båt, jeg tror ikke du forstår.
Only 10 are left.
Åh! Bror, jeg gjorde dritbra, bror! Faen, ass!
Next time,
Åh! Se på statsen, jeg har 5,3k damage! Bror, fy faen, ass! Åh, vent da, jeg streamer alt, bror. Jeg må se på meg selv, wallah. Jeg skækka ut tre. Ja. Men bror, hvem faen kastet RPG på meg? Jeg skjønte ikke, ass.
gas is moving in. You say so. Gas moving in.
Haji, bror, man kan ikke høre lyden din, bror. Hvorfor ikke? Og jeg tror du må gå inn på PlayStation-gruppa. Og så skal det være... Ja. Innstillinger for talchat. Det er stemmen din tillatt. Jeg tror det er noe på innstillinger også. Hvis du går inn på innstillinger, så helt ned skal det stå opptak og kringkastinger. Og så kringkastinger, lyd. Og så ta inkluder selskapslyden også på. Vent da, hvordan faen gjør man det da ellers, bror? Vent da, det burde funke nå, da gjør det ikke? Vent da, det burde funke nå, da gjør det ikke? Nei, bror, hva faen da? Dyrskjekt. Alle vent da, så er det feil. Er han ikke på? Er han på?
Preparation's done. Time to deploy to the war zone.
I found the bounty contract.
Resurgence. Gas is approaching
Hvor lander
your
vi?
position.
Grave?
To the safe zone.
Easy choice. That's our LT.
Survive to redeploy fallen teammates
Destination
and earn
marked.
points to return them faster. Execute all targets in the AO. Remaining, halfway to victory. Enemy UAV active. Enemy soldier nearby. You picked the right side. Smart choice. We've spotted an enemy radar jammer in your area. Enemy UAV active.
Hæ? Hva er workshop? Hvilke skal vi til?
Contract initiated. Get it done. Detecting a black market store nearby. Track it down. Time to cover your tracks. There's an enemy team hunting for you. Enemy UAV active.
Allah, vi har ikke råd.
That armor, get it!
Enemy UAV active.
La du komme deg jævla pussy også, Allah.
Think there's cash.
Hvor skal jeg kaste den, bror?
Friendly loadout drop on the way.
Taking hits.
Han er på meg. Ja, han er her. Hvor er flere?
Enemy UAV active. Squad member is redeploying.
Confirming location.
You've got gas moving in.
Det var der jeg ble plaffa fra, der.
Time's running out. Find that access point.
Han skjønte ikke, ass.
I'm in their shadow.
Enemy soldier nearby.
Tok du han?
You've been practicing.
Contract failed. Better luck next time.
Broren min.
Fucking hit.
Teammate hans guider inn. Jeg har cracka han.
Allied precision airstrike incoming. Be aware. Spotted an enemy radar jammer in your area. Loadout drop headed your way. Engaging shooter. Get to the new safe zone. Gas is closing in. Reinforcements are on the way. Enemy UAV active. Mercenaries called in a supply chopper to offload their cash reserves. Might be able to ambush them. Allied UAV overhead. Hunt them down. Engaging shooter. Enemy UAV active. You go down now. The operation is over.
Jeg måtte reloade.
Watch your six.
Å, fy faen.
Enemy UAV.
Fuck det her, bror.
UAV active. Reinforcements are on the way.
Jeg måtte reloade helvete, ass.
One of your allies is back in the game. Enemy UAV active. There's a mover here. One of your allies is back in the game.
Bitch!
Enemy UAV active. You've got gas moving in. Squad member is redeploying. Enemy UAV active. They're happy to have you. Squad member is redeploying.
Det er bots, bror. Jeg prater for bots, wallah. Allah.
Enemy precision air
Help me.
Stay alert.
Hjelp meg, jammen er sopp opp. Bare de botsa er så plagsomme, wallah.
Get to the new safe zone. Gas is closing in. Squad member is redeploying.
Hvor er dem?
Fire sale active.
Bror, hvor mange er de, bror? Teammate og så ræva, mann. Masse damage har jeg, bror. Jeg deler ut damage som det er Fretex, neger. Men akkurat der.
Lost that one. We'll come back stronger next.
Wallah. Vent, la meg se, hva husker han om seg, bror? Mohammed, spiser du igjen, eller?
Hva er det du sier?
Hvem er oppe?
Pappa?
Hvor er snappen? Jeg husker han om seg, bror, der. Hva skjedde med bilen?
Det er hos Anders.
Hæ?
Det startet plutselig.
Den starta?
Ja, det kom en svart røyk hele linjemerket.
Røyk?
Ja.
Vent, at du kom med bilen nå?
Nei, det er hos Anders.
Er du klar? Skal jeg ta trios eller duos?
What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about little baby. I was impressed by how much they still clocks in as the lightest hand than the others. Design-wise, I really like the Squiddy. The original brought about this cute little face and rounded shape, which makes it look truly harmless and inviting. The bright white color also works shockingly well, and it doesn't get muted even after taking quite the beating. I'm also a big fan of the way the black hardware stands out against the body. It's really quite nice. The other versions all use weights in the blade of some kind, which vary in size, but I also think look pretty cool. It's not quite as sleek as the original, but it does work pretty well, especially with the different faces. My favorite of the bunch for the design is, of course, the Squiddy seat, with its awesome see-through look and matched matte finish sides and high-polished faces. This design provides a lot of good contrast overall and looks awesome in my opinion. The Squiddy G is fun with its face, though I'm not too sure about how I feel about the gray color. This gets even worse with the Squiddy B, as, while I don't think it's a bad design in any way, it's a little boring to look at as it's completely blacked out. The hardware and weights just kind of
Who's this
blend
type
into
of
the
trainer
surface
will be
of the
deploying
knife,
soon?
which is maybe something I'm looking for, but I think I would have preferred the hardware to stand out in some sort of way. Maybe by doing silver against the dark background. Either way, none of these look bad at all. I think the design language of the Squiddy is pretty recognizable between all the models, which is good to see. Good for me. Usability-wise, these knives are pretty shit. I tried to but it gets not a single one of these models did well in the paper cutting test, as you can see, having a tendency to crush the paper instead of cutting cleanly through. This was a pretty big disappointment, as I had hoped to use the Squiddy as my new daily driver for opening packages, but that dream was quickly dashed. Hey guys, we have new merch out. I remember we talked about it in the last whatever. Hey, look, Black Man. Is this even a valid song? Why would anyone buy it? It's not a valid
Yeah. Hva da?
Hostile dropping into the area.
Bror,
Playtime's over.
det er ikke noe oppdateringer, altså, bror. Hun har fått det i baklomma, men bror. Fuck det der, bror. Jeg har ikke tid for sånt, Ola. Aktig. Jeg skal ta opp fag.
Resurgence.
De fleste.
Set a drop point for your team.
Bror, hvem andre der, bror?
From here.
Gas is closing on your position. Suggest you start running. Fallen allies will redeploy as long as you remain alive.
Ja, det er noen til vinter og noen til sommer. Noen om vinteren og noen om sommeren.
Primary objective is to eliminate all enemies. Attack! Glad you're on our side, soldier. Enemy dropping into the AO. Enemy UAV active.
Hæ?
Enemy UAV active.
Ja. Jeg må, bror.
They're happy to have you.
Bror min, Allah. Allah, hva skjer der? Jeg kommer.
Squad member is redeploying.
De er på meg.
Enemy marked. Enemy has lost your trail. You're safe. You've got gas moving in. Squad member is redeploying.
Good shot.
Du fiksa dem, bror. Du har maskin.
Enemy UAV active.
Cover.
Allied cluster strike arriving.
In the shadow.
Han er ikke her.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Han er over meg.
I'm on the enemy's tail.
Escape, 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 escape.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Han har overshot, han har overshot. Hvor skal han? Hva faen er det han driver med? Det er flere. Broren min. Bror, kan vi kjøpe loady? Drop lag, drop lag. Ah, det er ikke shop her.
Deploying.
Det er ikke shop her.
Mercenaries forming a supply chopper to offload their cash.
Allah, det er som over her, rett over meg. Det var broren min. Jeg måtte escape litt, vent litt.
Unfriendly.
Jeg tok han.
Sighted.
Squad member is redeploying. Allied UAV overhead. Hunt them down.
Fiksa han? Broren min. Jeg går til shoppen. Allah, vi har loady, bror. Hvor er du greit fra?
Enemy UAV active.
Recon up.
UAV beginning flyover.
Jeg ser han ikke.
UAV is out of fuel. Returning for... You've got gas moving in.
Helikopter der.
UAV active.
Kilo mark. Setting rally point.
Enemy UAV active.
I'm in their shadow.
Jeg downer han der.
Marking waypoint.
Allah ble slappet bakfra. Allah.
Okay, let's go. Recon up.
UAV beginning flyover. Enemy soldiers nearby. UAV is out of fuel. Turning for resupply. Squad member.
Hvor faen kom han fra? Kom fra Gulag, bror. Nei, bror.
25 remain.
Chill.
Trainer! I feel like there's a word that comes before the word trainer when I say, trainer, but I don't know what that word is, so it's probably fine. Either way, it's not a Balisong. Why would you buy this? What do you mean? Oh, right, yeah, that thing! Flipping. So the thing is, there are a lot of Balisong purists out there who would crucify me for even calling this thing a Balisong, but like, what else is it? I think of this as an evolution of Balisong, which was bound to happen eventually. You see, this is the Balisong naturally evolving into a skill toy, purely and entirely about flipping and nothing else. This is very similar to the origins of the flow staff. This is a flow art that originated from weapons and became more about creativity over time. The Squiddy is pretty cool because it allows for a unique style of flipping. The Squiddy is both ultralight and completely dull. That means that you can flip it fast and without having to worry about which handle you're holding. The flipping possibilities of this thing are endless, with many options for tricks that just aren't possible with a live blade or with a knife with more weight behind it. You can do super quick ricochets and switch between the handles constantly without worry because of the way it is. However, this is also what sets the Squiddy apart from other Balisongs in my mind. It's so different than a standard Balisong because of its weight that I'm not totally sure that it's the best practice tool. Sure, you can of course learn to flip on it, but the moment that you try to flip a heavier knife, you'll have trouble. The first time I had a Squiddy years ago, it took me a week to get used to how light it was. Then, after a week of flipping it, I tried to go back to a regular knife and I couldn't do it. It was just too heavy compared to what I had gotten used to, and it took me a couple days to get back to flipping the heavier standard knife. Now, over time, this became much less of a problem for me because I keep a lot of different knives that I flip all the time. So I've gotten very used to changing my style of flipping to fit the weight of the knife. However, I think this is something important to consider when talking about how the knife flips over.
Den nye å spare på handel billig i Kiwi. First Price garanterte prisvillig i Kiwi.
Oh. Speaking of how it flips overall, how does it flip overall? Yahoo! Well, let's be objective here. It's way too light and made of cheap plastic, so of course you might be a little disappointed to learn that it flips great. Yeah, I know. I was disappointed too when I realized how fun it was to flip this thing. It's shocking that something that seems so silly as an all-plastic Balisong could flip well, but it's true. I think the core of what allows this is the real hardware that was used by Squid. Good pivots and nice washers mean that it has a shockingly smooth action with great swing overall. The Squiddy lends itself to faster flipping overall due to the weight. Its lightness means that it's very easy to speed through tricks without worry of the handles smacking against your fingers. Aerials perform very well with smooth motion through the air in very predictable arcs. I've had no problems landing any aerials that I tried. Alongside that, parabolics are better than I expected, being nice and landable every time. Chaplains are also awesome, at least with the original Squiddy. The Squiddy C was the one of the bunch that I felt was a little weird during Chaplains due to how light it is, but it's still not bad. Regardless, they all perform pretty great when it comes to the flipping aspect. I've been impressed with the amount of moves I've been able to pull off, and I've had a lot of fun overall. I will say that I don't think flipping this knife is, however, at all like a real Balisong, and trying to use it as a trainer to move up to a real knife would be hard. I think it would make for an awesome first Balisong, but then I would suggest moving to a heavier trainer or at least taping your blade when you decide to move on to a metal knife. But if you're just looking for a fun toy to flip, or you want something different and interesting for your collection, I think the Squiddy is a really great option. As I said, I have all 4 of them with me today, which is pretty cool. So I'd like to talk a little bit more about each one real quick so that I can tell you which one I like best. Breaking this all down, we start with the OG Squiddy. This is the first one I had and was pretty impressed by. Everything I said in the flipping portion was mainly about this one. It has good grip and a solid feel while flipping. The only downside of the OG is the sound, which can be pretty loud. It has a pretty aggressive slap anytime the blade hits the handles, which can get annoying, especially to the people around you, such as roommates or parents. From there, we have the Squiddy C, which is probably the worst of the bunch, in my opinion, when flipping is concerned. It is the lightest overall. It does well elsewhere, but it still feels a little weird in the hand. It is just as loud as the original, but it does support the silence mod, which is nice. Overall, though, I don't suggest this one that much unless you really love the look. The Squiddy B, on the other hand, is really nice overall, bar one detail. It's got the most weight out of the bunch and flips the best, in my opinion. It also fixes the loud noise issue when it comes to the silence mod, which comes with it out of the box. This mod does make the feel closing it less snappy, but honestly I kinda like it. It somehow makes it feel more substantial and weighty. I'm not totally sure why. However, the biggest problem with the Squiddy B is that it has pretty poor grip overall. It's got a brushed texture, which I think looks great, but it also makes the plastic a little bit slippery. It isn't terrible, but I've had the Squiddy B fly out of my hand during multiple tricks on multiple occasions, especially when my hands are dry. If it's humid outside or my hands are somewhat wet or oily, then it's great, but dry hands mean this thing will slip slide right away. Finally, the Squiddy G is very much the middle child of the bunch. It's in between the OG and the Squiddy C in terms of flipping, and it's between the OG and B in terms of grip. It's not too much in any direction, but it's still good enough to flip. Sadly, due to the size of the weight in the blade, it does not support the silence mod. However, it does have the cute cat face, so if that's your thing, then this is the one. Overall, at the end of the day, the best of the bunch is absolutely the OG. It's well made and great to flip all around, doing everything you could want it to do very well. That's why this is the one I'm going to sign and give away. To enter to potentially win this Squiddy, simply subscribe and leave a comment down below with the hashtag SquiddyGiveaway, and then let me know why you want it. Also, patrons get 3 extra entries, giving them a total of 4 in the end. Last time I did a giveaway, which was the Kershaw Lucha, I ended up having 2 winners. The first one was a person from the YouTube comments.
Vad fan skedde? Jag blev kickad ut av spelet.
Instead of letting them go empty-handed though, I ended up buying them a Squiddy B. Then I did the drawing again, and one of my patrons ended up with the Lucha.
So nu kör jag unable to join, jag får köra dig.
What's up guys, and welcome to today's video. In the last video, me and Lucas here talked
Är det in update eller något, eller vad sker? De är checka.
I think today that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. Okay, so to get started,
Nej, det är
obviously we've got
updates.
parts here, but that's not where they begin, right? We're looking at like just pieces of
What the fuck?
plastic, I'm assuming. How do we get to this point?
Well, it starts out in the CNC machines. So once the raw material hits, we'll throw them into the machines and they'll do all the cutting necessary to put them here. They're not injection molded, so it's quite more processes when it comes to the actual machining part.
Yeah, so you're not just taking like a mold and injecting plastic into it. This is taking a block of material and actually carving out every piece. All right, so we take our stuff from there, and now we got to finish it.
So we're going to throw them into our vibratory tumblr, our giant finishing W5, and essentially it's going to go through this process of stone washing so that small imperfections in the surface are going to be cleaned up and the surface finish is nice and uniform.
All right, let's throw them in. Sounds good. All right, so what do we got going on here? How do I do this?
So first of all, let's go ahead and turn it on first.
Oh, okay, got it.
On
Turn it on. Right.
Reset button right there. Okay, turn that on. It's ready to actually turn on, but before we do that, let's go ahead and open up the cabinet. I'll let you do that. It's pretty heavy.
Oh, it's heavy. Okay.
It is heavy.
I was about to say, I don't think for this entire visit I've actually opened this myself.
Hæ? Hvor det går kanskje en deler?
Black plastic media, and on this side we have small ceramic media. So this particular part is going to go through the black plastic, it's going to spray the plastic, and it'll do just the job. We're going to tumble for 15 minutes, so we're going to set it, forget it, and we'll come back when it's done. All right, sounds good. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. It's really simple. Go ahead and hit the green button. Okay, so I just started. Yeah, just go ahead and press the green button, and we'll watch it turn on. All right, good morning. Oh my god! Alright. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Oh shit, fuck. Stop filming.
Hello.
No.
Jeg tror jeg gjorde det.
Fuck. Wait, how long has it been? I lost track of time. Oh my god, it's been 45 minutes. Alright, let's go check on the tumbler. Okay, whoops. Those will be very well
Training
done.
game session.
Oh my gosh, okay. Is it infrared button? Yeah, so go ahead and hit the red button.
Player does not have a valid game.
Oh my god, that thing caused
Man, what the fuck?
rockets. Yeah. Let's take a look inside. I see one of the blades. Yep, go ahead and grab that guy right there. So let's go ahead and over the faucet. We're gonna rinse off the burnishing compound that's in the tumbler. Okay. We're just gonna get this a nice rinse. This is the part where I was gonna make you attempt to fish it out, but it's actually impossible
Okay.
when the tumbler's
So
off.
you were gonna make me do something impossible, alright.
Yeah.
What do you
So
know?
actually, we should turn it back on, and
Wait for it to come to the top.
it's gonna come back to the top.
Oh. You're clever, Lucas. You're
That's
clever.
right.
Alright, here we go.
Let's go. You're gonna have to smash the. Oh shit! No, you wanna leave it on.
Oh, I'm supposed to grab it as it's going.
That's right.
I got one.
Got one. Come on. Oh! Fuck no! Come on, Will.
Oh my god.
So, let's go
That's
ahead.
a lot of pressure, dude.
Yeah, let's go ahead and wash it off. And,
Alright, let's get this washed off here. Alright, we're gonna make these things pretty. They come out a little kind of covered in muck, don't they?
yeah. So now we're gonna get them dry.
Okay.
So, what I'll do, I'll connect this air gun for you. So,
Oh, I get to use an air gun. Alright.
okay. So it's ready to go.
Check your
anything
gear
else
and
is under
weapons.
yourself.
We go soon.
Go ahead, whenever you're ready, you can open up this air channel, and then high pressured air will come through, and then you can basically just dry them out there. So go ahead and just try to wipe them on the top as you can.
Okay.
And then we're getting there.
Get them extra dry with the air gun,
Yeah,
I guess.
The tumbling is actually finished. Let's go ahead and send them over to the laser department so we can get them graded.
Oh, okay, so we're gonna get to engrave these boys. I guess we do need to put the logo on there, huh? Yeah, let's go. Alrighty. There's a lot of steps here. Just trying to figure out. I'm like a 4-year-old, and they have to babysit me.
For å støtte Warzone 120 FPS
Practice is over. The real fight
Two.
begins now.
og 2K også. Resolution. Okay, let's go. Bra. Skal du gjøre det? Av eller Søren?
Surgeons. Be advised.
Av?
Proceed to the safe zone. Live and you'll KIA teammates will redeploy. Any
Şahar.
point-worthy action will return them to combat quicker.
Aa vur valla düştük bakın.
Before they hunt you. Enemy soldier nearby. Good to have another hero on the team. Time's running out. Enemy UAV active.
Fucking hit. That's a kill.
Allah. Han prater på meg, bror. Broren min. Jeg fant en ny UAV. Skal jeg poppe den?
Get me a recon overflight.
UAV beginning flyover.
Han er rett foran oss. Han er dritlow.
Squad member is redeploying. Enemy UAV active. Enemy UAV active. UAV is out of fuel. Turning for resupply. The contract is set. Good work out there.
Jeg ser han ikke.
Enemy soldier nearby.
Han må ha gått ned, bror.
One of your allies is back in the game.
Alle, jeg falt. Jeg vet ikke.
Gas is right on your tail. Enemy UAV.
Faen altså, bror.
Move us.
Det er ikke broren min. Det kommer en til. Det kommer en må heale. Jeg ble måtte reloade, bror. Faen, jeg hadde ikke ammo, mann. Hva faen er Riot Shield for noe, bror? Wallah? Bror, teammate var... Hva som med teammates var det? Var det råttene, bror? To en til hva, bror? Hva er det der for noe?
Hvilken?
Wallah, fant jeg gifteringen også?
Use this time to train a bit. We'll be deploying soon. Evacuation's done. Time to deploy to the war zone. Resurgence.
Gravy.
Rush to the safe zone. You got gas.
Move on my waypoint.
Rally point
Live
set.
and your KIA teammates will redeploy. Any point-worthy action will return them to combat quicker. Targets are up. Take them out. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. One of your allies is back in the game. Revenge is a dish best served with hot lead. One of your allies is back in the game.
Nej, han har one shot.
Dropping into the AO.
Hvem er det getta? Bro, hadde han loadouten sin, eller hva faen?
UAV active.
Ja, han hadde. Bro, hvorfor startet du den?
More challengers come to steal my treasure. More challengers come to steal my treasure. That'll teach him to mess with your squad. One of your allies is back in the game. Enemy UAV active.
Allah, 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 Allah. Nei, bror. Det feite bygget.
Active.
Terrassen. De er på terrassen, feite bygget.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Det er sirkelen. Allah, foran meg, foran meg.
Disregard.
De kom fra venstre. For meg.
One of your allies is back in the game.
Du har 16 lapper.
Losing ground. Move it.
Å, du vet det. Pass på, bror. Det er det feite bygget her, sted. De er her.
Hostile operator. Fucking hit.
Payback confirmed. Squad members deployed.
All friendlies are in the safe zone.
Enemy UAV active.
Her der.
Disregard.
I'll handle the shooter.
Bror, fikk du kjøpt loady? Fuck, ass.
One of your allies is back in the game. You've got a loadout drop inbound. You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. One of your allies is back in the game.
Eyes on a care package.
Mercenaries want to escape. Go stop them.
Others have me sighted.
Jeg trenger hjelp. Walla.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Jeg fikk sånn.
Good shot.
Broren min.
Enemy UAV active.
Han er her.
Hostile operator.
Du har loadout? Hva faen da? Det er folk her. Downa han. Hvor?
They appear unfriendly.
Enemy UAV active. Gas is moving.
Burde være adam akıllı teammate denne gangen, valla. Og jeg blir spotta. Valla.
Enemy UAV active.
Tårnet? Hopper skjøy, hvor?
Challengers draw near.
Hacı, hvor er de, bror? Jeg blir spotta igjen, valla.
Remaining. More challengers come to steal my treasure. More challengers draw near. You're on the payback confirmed.
Target cannot escape.
It's all on you as your squad mates redeploy. Challengers draw near. One of your allies back in the game.
Bror, hva skjer med zombiesa, bror?
There is no hope for you. Get to the new safe zone. Gas is closing in.
Fuckers have me psyched.
Hacı.
Buy station costs are adjusted. Stop. Stay vigilant. Resurgence window is about to close. Allied UAV overhead. Hunt them down. I'm under fire.
Teammate sa det er zombies her.
Gas is inbound. Enemy soldier nearby.
Hacı, de er på meg. De er ved zombiene. Allah, de tok zippen. De tok zipline, se, de fyker. Hvor skal dere?
Mover spotted.
Over. Vent, jeg kanskje på UAV.
This is the end game. Resurgence has been turned off. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. Enemy soldier nearby.
UAV beginning flyover.
I'm in their shadow. I'm on the enemy's tail.
Recet. Allah! Spotta.
UAV is out of fuel. Returning for resupply.
Kom. Var är han bror?
Station over here.
Gas is inbound. 10 remaining. Keep fighting.
Station over here. Let's go. It's a long way to the safe zone. Aid station over here.
Nej bror. Hvor faen kom han fra, mann? Jeg har 11 kills. Alla burde snart råd til å kjøpe inn. Nei, den er foran deg. Jeg må gå og pisse. Alla, jeg må gå og pisse, bror. Hallo? Bro, alla, vi bader jo. Vi har bare ikke fått dubben ennå. Irriterende, ass. Sikkert, hvorfor ikke? Ja. Følte du? Skal du også? Ja, rygg og chest og rygg. Ja, men jeg bruker det ikke lenger, jeg mister hår. Sånn. Fortunes-ekippa. Er det noen som er på, eller? En trio eller noe? Rashid er på, skal vi invite han? Ja, på... Var det Storo? Jeg tror det var Storo, spør. Ja. Ja, jeg kan bli med, men jeg kommer ikke til å kjøpe. Jeg mister hår, bror. Jeg ser han ikke online på greia mi for din invite han, eller? På private, på partygreia. Hvor du følte nå? Ajit, jeg har ikke bil. Du følte noe med en gang. Bare jeg tenkte å være hjemme hele dagen og sånt, jo. Bror, skal du ta med Jørgen? Jeg er ikke ferdig, kom da. Jeg er greit, bare si for når det er der. Jeg logger av selv. Chelsea.